From the Tribune News Network, this is Newsbreak. I'm Kirk Smith. Wednesday's top stories. Governor General Smith, former Prime Minister's Christian Ingram, among those paying final tributes to the late former Governor General A.D. Hanna as his body lay in state at the House of Assembly yesterday ahead of tomorrow's state funeral for him. It'll be there again today for the public to pay final respects. The media caught up with the former prime ministers outside the House, and among the questions, their feelings on the snappy election decision of Prime Minister Minnis. This is what Ingram had to say.
I thought the public ought to have a good idea as to when elections are going to be held. We gave everybody an opportunity to register to vote and gave people lots of time to be able to register.
Christie told the media he thought the public ought to have a good idea as to when elections would be held and that they gave everybody an opportunity to register to vote. Cabinet ministers, though, defending the Minnis decision. This is DPM Bannister's take.
Very important for us to have the election in the shortest possible period of time. It's important for the government to have a mandate on what we're doing. The Bahamian people can say what they want in governance, but it's also important for it to be as short as possible, and that's what we're doing.
Tourism Minister Diaghill and National Security Minister Dames among those supporting the Minnis decision. This is Newsbreak from the Tribune News Network. The government now looking past the coronavirus numbers, apparently concentrating on getting people vaccinated, and that number continues to go up. And Health Minister Wells tells the media there are no plans right now to reimpose lockdowns around the country, but he says
the EOC, the Emergency Operating Center, is going to be meeting again tomorrow, Wednesday, where all of the data is going to be looked at again, and obviously recommendations will come out of that EOC meeting. And based on those recommendations, we have been a very responsive and responsible government in how we have sought to respond to our national circumstance.
There'll be a fourth choice for voters in the upcoming elections. The United Coalition Group has been formed, made up of the Bahamas Constitution Party, the Bahamas Democratic Movement, and some independents. The group is being advised by former House Speaker Moultrie. If you're in quarantine for COVID and want to vote, it's not clear how you'll be able to do that yet. Health officials say the competent authority is looking at this, and an announcement is coming. Details of the day's top stories in the Tribune newspaper on the streets first thing in the morning. Stay up to date online at Tribune242.com. Now the Tribune's AccuWeather update, a service of insurance management and upper-level lows in the area. Some related weather, partly cloudy. Thunderstorms are likely, highs in the upper 80s. 88 at Freeport, 88 in the capital, 88 at Matthewtown. Caution flag still up for boaters. Winds getting up to 20 knots. The sea's up to 6 feet over open waters. Next tide is a high around 11 this morning. Next low about 5 this afternoon. Turning partly cloudy tonight. Showers could be around. Lows from the upper 70s to low 80s. No systems in the tropics to be concerned about right now. For complete weather information, check the Tribune's weather page. For your insurance needs, you want to call Insurance Management. This is the peak of the hurricane season, and Insurance Management urges you to double-check your preparations and ensure that your home and contents coverage is up to date. Call them today. With more than 40 years in business, nobody does it better than Insurance Management. This is Newsbreak from the Tribune News Network.
Let the Bahamas and the world know that you're open for business by advertising in the Tribune and on Tribune242.com. Reach the market that'll get your cash registers ringing by calling 502-2394 today. Our professional advertising agents are on hand to customize packages just for you, and consultations are free. Give your business the maximum exposure for an affordable investment, and let us help you increase your sales. Call 502-2394 today. We're open for business. Let the world know you are too. The Tribune, the People's Paper, biggest and best.
Wednesday's world news headlines. U.S. President Biden makes a decision. He'll stick to the August 31st deadline for American troops to be out of Afghanistan. The Taliban group refusing to allow an extension. Not sitting well with European Union countries, including Britain. They're pushing the U.S. to extend that deadline somehow. The World Health Organization reporting that there were more than 4 million coronavirus cases in the past month around the world, but the spread is beginning to level off. The Tribune's gas tanker prices: Shell $5.13, SO $5.29, Rupert's $5.28 per gallon in the capital. Now your sports notes, brought to you by the Tribune Sports Section. The latest on the under-20 track and field team in Kenya. Brent Stubbs has the latest information in the Tribune Sports. Latest NFL news in the Tribune Sports also halfway through the preseason. Major League Baseball, Giants and the Marlins lose again to the Nationals. 8 in a row losses for Miami now. The hot team is the Yankees. They beat the Braves again for 11 wins in a row. Jonquel Jones and the Sun beat Las Vegas last night. They clinch a playoff spot in the WNBA. Read the details in the Tribune Sports Wednesday. For all of your sports details, you want to check the Tribune Sports section. Everything you need from the world of sports you'll find in the Tribune Sports. And that's your news break. Details of the day's top stories in the Tribune newspaper on the streets first thing in the morning. Stay up to date online at Tribune242.com.